It was a normal afternoon, high above the clouds. An airplane, Air France Flight AF 726, was flying from Paris, the capital of France, all the way to Ouagadougou, a city in the African country of Burkina Faso. The date was September 26, 2023. Inside the plane, many people were excited to go home or visit family. Others were tourists ready for an adventure. Sitting quietly by a window was a man named Ibrahim. He wore simple clothes, a dark shirt, blue jeans, and regular shoes. He even had a baseball cap and sunglasses on, trying not to be noticed. Why? Because Ibrahim wasn't just any passenger. He was Ibrahim Traoré, the leader of Burkina Faso. He had just finished important meetings in Paris and wanted to fly back home like a regular person, without lots of guards or special arrangements. He thought it would be safer that way. For the first few hours, everything was peaceful. People chatted, read books, or looked out at the sky. Then, suddenly the plane shook hard. Turbulence. But something else happened right after. 4 men stood up quickly. A flight attendant, who was serving drinks, thought they were arguing. But then she saw something shiny and scary in one man's hand. "A gun!" She gasped and dropped her tray. Hot tea spilled everywhere. "Nobody move!" one of the men shouted. He spoke in Arabic but with a French accent. "We have control of this plane. Do what we say and no one gets hurt." Panic spread through the plane like wildfire. Some people started crying softly. Others held onto their phones, maybe trying to send a secret message. Ibrahim Traoré, the hidden leader, watched everything calmly. He knew from his army training that these first moments were dangerous. 2 hijackers rushed to the front of the plane and forced their way into the cockpit, where the pilots fly the plane. The other 2 stayed with the passengers, one at the front, one at the back, holding their guns. "Give us your phones and computers!" yelled the hijacker at the back. Ibrahim quickly hid his phone in the pocket of the seat in front of him before they could take it. Then, one of the hijackers came back from the cockpit. "Listen up," he announced. "We want 2 things. $10 million, and for France to release 3 of our friends from La Santé prison. If we get what we want, you all go home safe." Ibrahim studied the man's face. He looked nervous but serious. He didn't seem like a professional bad guy, but someone who really believed in what he was doing, even if it was wrong. Hours started to crawl by. The plane wasn't flying towards Burkina Faso anymore. It was flying in circles over a country called Mali. The hijackers were talking to someone on the ground, maybe the police or the government, trying to get their demands met. Ibrahim looked around. Next to him, an old woman from Burkina Faso was shaking with fear. A mother tried to keep her 2 little kids quiet. Some French businessmen whispered worriedly. Ibrahim leaned over to the old woman. "Don't worry," he whispered kindly. "It will be okay." "Are you from Burkina Faso too, my son?" she asked, tears in her eyes. "Yes, mother," Ibrahim said, trying to sound confident. "We will all get home." Suddenly, Ibrahim saw the hijackers talking near the front. They looked angry. Something wasn't going right with their plan. One of them grabbed a French passenger and started pulling him towards the cockpit. "They're not taking us seriously," the hijacker shouted. "Maybe if we show them we mean business, they'll listen." This was it. Ibrahim knew he had to do something. He could tell everyone who he really was. He was the leader of a country. That would make him the most important hostage. Maybe it would save the other man, but it could cause huge problems for Burkina Faso. Or he could stay quiet. He decided to act, but carefully. "Stop!" Ibrahim called out. His voice was strong but calm. Everyone looked at him. "You know these talks take time. Doing something sudden will only make things worse for everyone, including you." The hijacker pointed his gun at Ibrahim. "Who are you to tell me what to do?" "I'm just a passenger," Ibrahim said calmly. "But I used to work helping countries talk to each other. I know how these things work. Using violence now will make it harder to get what you want." The hijacker paused. He looked at Ibrahim, then talked quickly with his friends in Arabic and French. Finally, the leader, whose name was Youssef, nodded slowly. "All right. Diplomat," Youssef said, sounding a bit doubtful. "Show us what you know. Come to the cockpit." Ibrahim stood up slowly and walked towards the front. Passengers watched him, hoping he could help. The old woman whispered, "God protect you." Inside the cockpit, the pilots looked scared and tired. One hijacker was talking on the radio to the negotiator on the ground. "Who's this?" the negotiator asked when he heard Ibrahim's voice. "He's a diplomat helping us," Yusuf said. "Hello," Ibrahim said calmly into the radio. "I'm a passenger here. I just want this to end peacefully so everyone can go home safe." Ibrahim started talking to Yusuf. "Tell me about your friends in prison," he asked gently. Yusuf explained they were named Malik, Riyad, and Omar. He said they weren't terrorists, but fighters trying to stop France from having too much power in Africa. Ibrahim understood these feelings. Many people in Africa felt that way, but hijacking a plane was not the right way to fight. "What's your plan?" Ibrahim asked Yusuf. "Even if you get the money and your friends released, how will you escape?" Yusuf admitted they planned to land in Mali and run. "That won't work," Ibrahim said. "Special forces will be waiting. They'll catch you." Yusuf looked worried. "What should we do?" "Maybe there's another way," Ibrahim suggested. "Instead of landing in Mali, where France has a lot of friends, why not fly to Niger? It's different there. And maybe you can ask for better treatment for your friends in prison, not just release?" Yusuf seemed unsure but listened. He talked to his friends again. They agreed. "Okay," Yusuf told the negotiator. "We're going to Niger, and we'll send you a video to show the children on board are okay." Ibrahim had another idea. "You should give the passengers some water and snacks," he told Yusuf. "Show them you don't want to hurt them." Yusuf agreed. They brought the children, 6 of them, looking very scared, to the front to make the video. Ibrahim knelt down. "Hi," he said softly. "My name is Ibrahim. Don't worry, okay? We're going to make a quick video to show everyone you're safe, and then hopefully, we can all go home soon." He managed to get small smiles from them. The video was made and sent. But time was running out. The plane needed fuel. The negotiator on the radio called back. "Okay, Yusuf, we can't release your friends right now, but we promise to start a special group to look into their situation and make sure they are treated better." "What should I do?" Yusuf asked Ibrahim. "This is a start," Ibrahim said. "Now you need to agree on a safe place to land." "What about us?" Yusuf asked, scared. "What happens to us?" "If you end this peacefully," Ibrahim said, "without hurting anyone, it will help you later." The negotiator suggested landing in Niamey, the capital of Niger. "Wait," Ibrahim interrupted Yusuf. "Landing there could still be risky. Why not land in Ouagadougou, my country, Burkina Faso? It's neutral ground now. France has less power there." Yusuf looked suspicious, but Ibrahim sounded convincing. "Okay," Yusuf agreed. "Tell the pilot, Ouagadougou." As the plane flew towards Burkina Faso, Ibrahim spoke to Yusuf one last time. "When we land, soldiers will be there. But if you give up your weapons peacefully, I promise you won't be hurt." "They'll put us in jail," Yusuf said sadly. "Yes," Ibrahim replied, "but you will be alive. And maybe you can still help your friends." The plane landed smoothly in Ouagadougou. Special Forces soldiers surrounded the plane, waiting. The hijackers agreed to let the children and elderly people leave first. Then, Ibrahim turned to Yusuf. "I need to leave now too." "Why? How can you help us from outside?" Yusuf asked, confused. It was time. Ibrahim took off his sunglasses and baseball cap. "Because," he said calmly, looking Yusuf right in the eye, "I am Ibrahim Traoré, the president of Burkina Faso." Yusuf's jaw dropped. He stared in disbelief, then horror. His hand twitched towards his gun. Maybe we should keep you," he stammered. "You could," Ibrahim said, standing tall, not showing any fear. "But think, my soldiers are outside. Harming me now, it would end very badly for you." After a long, tense moment, Yusuf slowly lowered his hand. He looked defeated, but relieved. "What? What do we do?" "Put down your weapons," Ibrahim instructed. "Let the rest of the passengers go. Then, walk out with me, peacefully. I give you my word you will be safe and treated fairly here in Burkina Faso." Yusuf and his friends agreed. The remaining passengers were told they could leave. Then, Ibrahim Traoré walked down the plane steps first. Behind him came Yusuf and the other 3 hijackers, their hands empty. The soldiers on the ground were stunned to see their president walking out of the hijacked plane. "Sir, you were on the plane?" an officer gasped. "Yes," Ibrahim said calmly, "and these men are surrendering. I have guaranteed their safety." Later, President Traoré spoke to the world. He explained that the hijackers had reasons for their anger but chose the wrong path. He said that talking and understanding are always better than fighting. When asked why he kept his identity secret, he said revealing it might have made things worse. His main goal was to save lives. "What did you learn?" a reporter asked. "That violence never works," President Traoré answered. "Talking, understanding, listening. These are our real strengths. And a true leader must be close to his people, not hidden away. Real power comes from the people's hearts." And so, a scary airplane hijacking ended without anyone getting seriously hurt, all thanks to the quiet courage and smart thinking of a leader who chose to be just a passenger, until the moment he knew he had to lead.